Alright, everybody, I'm checking back in on the party camp. Ooh, Morgan's got a hit rate of 98%. And the most powerful foe slain was Ban Tegan. I didn't know he was that powerful. He didn't hold up very well.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
Looks like we're gonna get a little bit of chatting time with our love interest. Well, I knew you weren't telling me something.
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
For what?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and
Shut up,
friend.
Hank!
She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
You loved her?
She was a remarkable woman. I cannot fully express the admiration I had for her, or the depth of my affection. I thought I knew her. My devotion to her blinded me to her less than noble attributes. You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
You opened them?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevarra and Antiva among others.
She was...
It was treason.
A spy? Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Most countries don't like treason.
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing, up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
Ouch. Who... She betrayed you?
Yes, the Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
How did you get out?
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And so you came to Ferelden.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed.
Why don't we go hunt her down, you and me?
But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Let's take that bitch down, man. Come on. Thank you for trusting me.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and
All right,
understanding.
now let's get those robes off your chest. Oh, come on. I listened to that whole thing.
The stars are out.
There is still beauty to be found.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally, their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
Tell me the story.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father
That's not
about
how
the man
love
she had
works.
chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle and sent her soldier to the
Sounds
wars.
about right for a fable.
Alas, not
Go
a
off the
month
deep
had
end, 'cause that
passed
always
before
works.
news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star.
This sounds like
The
kind of
gods also
bullshit.
raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
Uh-huh. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'll never look at the stars the same way again. I love you.
This story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
Oh, God. If we lose hope in love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
Don't tell the others I said that.
Of course not. It will be our secret. I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
You can't tell me what to do? You ain't gonna change me?
Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind? Looking for little old me?
I like that she calls herself that. That's the stupidest.
Go? What do you mean go?
Oops.
You want me to leave?
Oops.
Looking for little old me?
Never mind. Hi, Alistair.
What do you need? Ask away.
You say Arl Anermon raised you?
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
Well met! Ugh. That would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on the cold, hard ground, isn't it? Are you having strange dreams?
Yes, they involve strangling you.
You would do violence upon me? I am shocked and dismayed. The dogs would never threaten me like this, you know. How do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me. and he didn't have to be.
I didn't ask for this. I said I would
respected the
strangle
man,
you and
I
you
don't
go on
blame
with
him
your
anymore
fucking
for
life
sending me off to
story.
the Chantry once I was old enough.
He wasn't your father, so you know who he is? But you blamed him? I don't know.
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
I don't know what's going on. What? What an awful thing to do to a child. So he was an orphan brought in by the Arrow Armand.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now.
And
I can't say
she
I
didn't
blame
like
her.
him?
She wondered if
The
the
mom
rumors were
didn't
true
like him?
herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy
I
symbol on it.
found it.
The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything.
Are you
And
sure he isn't
eventually-
your father?
Yes, I'm quite sure. At any rate,
It's
I
like
don't look
Catelyn
anything
Stark
like
and
him.
Jon
You'll see
Snow.
for yourself. Not
She
that it
hates him
stopped
because
the
he was a
rumors
bastard?
any. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Well, Alistair, I got a surprise for you, you piece of shit. Try this one for size.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Redcliffe Castle in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
It means he loved you.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left. Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When? He... Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Sorry, did you say something?
Ho, ho, ho. See this gesture I'm making? Can you hear that?
Well met! He approves. Alright, well, Alistair's probably coming along with me for the next quest anyways, right? That makes sense, doesn't it, guys? He's a fucking Templar, and if I'm going up against mages, it's probably gonna come in handy to have a Templar with me.
Yes. I am hardly surprised. Very well. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on.
Goodbye.
As you...
I like this guy.
Enchantment?
Yeah, I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
That's right. I have no items to enchant, so it doesn't matter. Fuck off, Sandal.
You considered my offer?
No.
Soldier's Peak has been abandoned too.
Hey, Chop. I mean, Hank. Fucking Grand Theft Auto. Has me thinking any dog who looks like that is Chop. Alright, buddy. Get up. Okay, so how do I change my party? Do I just, leave and it will have me choose them as I leave? Or do I have to... Oh, here we go.
Yes.
All right.
Indeed.
And good old Hank. You'll want a mage? Why? I don't need a mage. I've got a Templar. He fights mages. Templars are made to fight mages. You guys think I should have a mage more than a Templar to go against mages? I think I would rather Templar versus mage than mage versus mage. That's just my thinking. I don't think I need Morgan. She's about to fucking leave my party anyways if she sticks around any longer. Alright, let's level you up a little bit there, you motherfucker. What are you at? Your Templar special ability is mental resistance. So if I want to make him an anti-mage machine, what kind of should I be putting all his stuff into mental or like magic? Will that make him... He makes a good tank? Alright, everybody, Constitution. I need this. I need him to get to level 9 so I can get this. That looks good. There we go. Alright, so I better equip him with something, I guess. Let's get him dressed. No more fan service, you piece of shit. Oh, he doesn't even have... I don't even have anything for him. I hope we find some clothes on the way. Because I sold everything. Well, I hope we find some armor on the way. It'll be fine. We'll find armor. Let's go.
Hello. It's you again. Come to chat. Come along.
Alright, I'll be back as we enter into the Circle of Mages Tower. Stay tuned.